we're going to jump straight in over to Devin. So Devin, I'm going to turn it over to you now.
Chase, thank you for that. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you all for attending. My name is Devin Delaney. I am the Director of Business Development at VERALEO Capital Partners. With that, my role is to head up all of our partnership organizations. I wanted to chat with you for a few minutes today about a federal program that could be of some help to you if you're a private school, charter school, or just your organization. A little bit of background on myself. I have close to 20 years of experience in small business lending. I am the chair on the finance committee for my daughter's Catholic parochial school. So Jill, your contributions in terms of grant writing was especially helpful to me in that I've been on the other end of writing those grants, and I'm probably going to be writing, submitting a few more. So that was helpful. In my previous role at Rapid Finance, which was owned by the Rocket Mortgage Companies, I helped with the EIDL program and that we got that government contract. I'm also joined by Allie Badger here, who is our Director of Operations, who is an educator herself. She's a professor at American University, as well as helping with VCP, VERALEO Capital Partners here. So we know your space, and we're very familiar with how this ERC, Employee Retention Credit Program, can help you. So odds are that you either have already filed for an ERC or may not think this is helpful to you or your school, your private school, charter school, or organization. We at VERALEO can help you find if there's money left on the table if you already filed. We are not just CPAs. We are also a trusted and well-respected group of CPA tax attorneys. And filing effectively for the ERC requires a forensic review of this tax code and proper application so that code maximizes the accurate credits. So you could be in a group where you've already filed and you're tired of waiting for the credits to be issued, which takes about 6 months. We can facilitate accelerated delivery through financing, which provides 85% of the school's credit within a week's time, for example. If you filed and your CPA, if you have not filed and maybe the CPA that you're in contact with has directed you that your school is not eligible, we really encourage you to seek a free 30-minute consultation with us, and we'll provide you a link to do that because schools were particularly disrupted during the pandemic. So for those of you who may not be aware, what exactly is this credit? Well, the IRS is providing you with a credit for sustaining employees during 2020 and the first half of 2021 based on your employee count from 2019. If your school saw a significant decrease in revenue, or if your school saw a significant disruption that costed you your time or potential revenue, the ERC is a CARES Act relief that comes in the form of a fully refundable payroll tax credit. This is not PPP. This is different. There have been a myriad of pop-up firms doing what we're doing. VERALEO has been around for more than 15 years as a tax consultant and CPA tax attorney firm. There are some fraudulent players out there doing this that are uneducated in the legislation and can give inaccurate advice about this IRS benefit. And actually, it was highlighted in a Wall Street Journal article in the last week or so, where they're cracking down on companies that are leading, private schools, charter schools, and business organizations down the wrong road. So we applaud this recent press and these government measures to crack down because we are proud to be a reputable, complete tax, accounting, and advisory service company for more than 10 years. So we provide full audit defense for when companies need to file these for these credits. And if there was an issue taken at a later time, we would cover that full expense. We have not been audited once in the 1,000+ claims that we have filed. And we have particular experience in the education space. To give you some examples, we have found a school in the local Washington, D.C. area, right in our backyard, that had 230 employees and was eligible for $3.5 million in a tax refund. So it can be a monumental, a positive effect to the balance sheet for any school a charter school, private school, or business organization. So, what we would recommend is that you seek a consultation with us to see if you qualify. That doesn't cost anything. If we do believe you would qualify, we would illustrate that to you, engage with you, and then collect data from you to prepare that claim. We'll provide some links where you can schedule a 30-minute call, right? Or if you want to fill out an intake form and then just have us reach out to you, that's more than fine too. And this also goes if you know of an organization that you think would benefit from this, because these credits are the schools, charter schools, and business organizations are entitled to these credits. So it would be really wise not to leave the money left on the table. The deadline for qualifying for the 2020 time period is April 1st, 2024. And the deadline for qualifying or filing for the 2021 qualifying period is April 1st, 2025. So Chase, really appreciate the opportunity to speak here, and we really look forward to speaking with any of your members. Happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, thanks so much. I have a question. Are there like 2 or 3 main things to think about? These are like the 3 or 4 criteria maybe of the people who are eligible. Is there an employee count, a date range we need to be aware of? Like, what things should we think about to know we need to reach out to you?
100%. There are limitations, right? So it's anywhere from more than 1 employee up to 500 employees. And these employees need to be full-time, right? W-2 employees. Other than that, it's really folks that have experienced a revenue reduction that is clear. But even if your revenue increased during COVID, you would be able to qualify based on business disruptions. And that's where the CPA tax attorney element really comes into play, because we can look at the COVID ordinance that did affect you, understand your business disruptions, and apply that properly. For example, if you had to shut down aftercare programs or summer camp programs, right? That is a big disruption. If you had to have incorporate telelearning, right? Those expenses, healthcare standards that you had to comply with, right? Those are things that were obviously, we all lived through the pandemic. It was clearly disruptive to, the normal course of business.
Yeah, that's great. Tamara, that makes me think of iCode. iCode would have been a perfect candidate for something like that. All right. So, Devin, on the other side of that, then, are there anything for our members, right? They're saying, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know if I would still fit that. What's like the 1 paragraph sentence kind of thing that you would say, it doesn't matter, you should at least check, right? There's no
Sure.
risk in at least looking into it.
Sure. So more often than not, the private schools, charter schools, or education businesses do qualify just based on their innate nature, right? And how they were disrupted during COVID. So it does not cost you anything except for 30 minutes of a consultation. VERALEO Capital Partners works on a contingency fee basis. And again, we offer full audit protection and future amendments that will need to occur so that a business organization does not see any downfall in the future around their taxes. So it's really a no-brainer, because this is a COVID relief program that did not get much attention when the EIDL and the PPP program was clouding the airwaves. And there is a time limit to it, where you have to just submit your filing prior to April 1st, 2024, 2025 for the first half of 2021. So it makes all the sense in the world to at least check and receive what you're entitled based on the taxes that you paid for Social Security and Medicare.